All right, it looks like I may be live on Twitch and Facebook. Let's see. Oh, hi, and there's viewers. All right. Hey, it looks like it's working. Sorry, y'all. I've been working on trying to figure out this multi-streaming program that will let me go live on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I've just been trying to figure that out. So thanks for bearing with me. And all right, looks like I am just going to get started and go from there and use it as a sort of a test. Just give me one moment. Welcome to PoliticOly, a news and political talk show just to um, get some chat going around local politics in Olympia, Washington, and for people to just ask questions and figure out what to do, how to plug in, what's going on. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to be on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter once I figure that out, and Facebook Live as well. You can also email me at politically@gmail.com if you have any questions, and then I'll read those and answer if I can, or figure out where to find the answers. Or if you want to collaborate, we could do video chats, live split screen, things like that. You could send me audio messages with questions or information, anything like that we could play. I'm going to be trying to do Sundays from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, I believe. Just getting started a little late today. So, but going forward, I'm going to try to stick to that 1 to 2 p.m. at least for now, and just use that as a show testing time. So, all right, let's see. Um, there's, I don't know what we could do with the show in the future. There's Thurston Community Media, and they have classes that I could do to be able to use their studio and editing equipment, cameras, and all that. So that would be one angle to go to work on. I'm not sure the cons on that are, there may be limits to content or language, or I'm not really sure, especially around political content. I don't know what all the rules are around that, and if that really limits what I'm able to talk about, then I don't really think that might be worth it. But other options are just keep doing just no budget live stream just for casual, just for fun, of course, and I'll just do that for a while. But if I want to do something more, I may end up, setting up a Patreon or a crowdfund or something to get some equipment to make it an actual thing, and increase the video quality and all of that, audio and so forth. Let's see, there could be others that may want to co-host with me, or anything like that. Email me, message me, and we can work on that. Um, or if you want to be a correspondent for a specific topic, like if you're someone who goes to all of the city council meetings, then maybe you want to do 5 minutes a week city council wrap up or something like that, just as an example. But get in contact with me and we can work on that, and I can do some report backs for certain things, but I can't go to everything, and so it'd be awesome to hear from people who do go to other events that I'm not able to. And let me know if you want to be involved. Let's see. So let's just do a quick update on where we are at with the Bernie Sanders campaign. There was 100,000, I heard, viewers plus across all platforms on his fireside chat yesterday. campaign is still rolling along. We still have people paying attention, tuning in. We're breaking records on phone banking and door knocking and all these things. And we're still in this. We are behind by it looks like 154 at the moment to Joe Biden, but that's still that's a potentially overcomable uphill battle there. Yeah, man, Washington State disappointing. I don't even know, but at least what we have in Washington State is an election system that we can trust. I will say that. So if we lose Washington State, I am, it's still not fair. There's still, the issue of the media, which is just enormous, this institutional bias and bias in the elected folks within the Democratic Party in the state of Washington and Thurston County and so forth at every level. So obviously there are inherent unfairnesses and whatnot, but at least we can vote. At least we can trust the vote count itself. We've got the mail-in ballots. Registration is fairly easy and inclusive. Not in all cases. I've heard that it's more difficult than it should be to get your rights restored as a felon in some cases. It should be very straightforward, at least as the law reads. And obviously there are problems around access with houseless folks. They can still register to vote, but just because you can technically register to vote doesn't necessarily mean you have full access. So there's problems like that as well, but the actual vote tallying machines, the process, the signature checking, the auditors, the Secretary of State process, the physical process, it's basically impossible to hack the ballot counting in the state of Washington. You hear about these other states, and you don't know if there's been ballot hacking or not. These machines that have been proven easily hackable, but in Washington, the ballot processing centers are air gapped. There's no internet connection at all between the ballot machines and outside internet. They're, so they're pretty trustworthy process here in Washington, at least, so I will say that. So as far as the Bernie campaign, what to do, just because of coronavirus, COVID-19, canvassing is probably not a good idea at this point. The rallies are probably not happening at this point, or shouldn't. And we can all plug into phone banking. Thankfully, they've made it really easy. Just go to berniesanders.com/call, watch the training video, watch the Get Out to Vote specific training videos, a little shorter, and you can read through the practice transcripts, anything like that. Let me know if you have any questions. And I've thought about doing some phone banking, live streaming it, and just making some calls on the Bernie dialer, and just to show people how it goes, give people an example. I could potentially do that. But highly encourage you to do some phone calls. It's really easy. The website generally works pretty well, and it's pretty enjoyable. Even if you sometimes you just get a lot of no's and a lot of negative calls and bots and stuff, and it feels frustrating, but that is still helpful in building the data for the Bernie Sanders campaign. And you do get really positive calls sometimes where you do get those longer conversations and you get to talk to someone about an issue that's really important to them and let them know what Bernie's done and how they can get involved. in the political revolution, and it might be worth 20 seemingly unhelpful calls to get to one like that. So give that a shot. Right now in Washington State specifically, you can be calling people to fix their ballot issues. You have until March 19th to get those done. And so it is just last minute, all hands on deck in Washington. There are still tens of thousands of ballots out there with either signatures that don't match or the party affiliation wasn't checked, and those can be fixed. There are forms, there's two forms, one for the signatures and one for the party affiliation. Those voters there's been an attempt to contact those voters from their county auditor's office. However, they may or may not have got that communication. And it's just, so what we can do is call them, and even if it's just leave a message, say, there was this issue with your ballot, were you aware of this? Do you have the form? Do you know what to do? What's your plan on getting that form back? Please, do that as soon as possible. And so March 19th is the deadline. You can email Karen Chase, who is the Washington State Bernie Sanders campaign director, at Karen Chase, that's CarinChase at BernieSanders.com for your phone list, and just let her know that you want to help with the ballot chasing effort, and just to make sure everyone who wanted to vote gets their vote counted. So, if Bernie is able to pull this off, then what we're going to need to do is convention support. We're going to need to crowdfund for all the national delegates. Please run for national delegate, by the way, if you are willing and able and interested to do that. If Bernie is able to pull it off, we are going to need really good, reliable delegates. They are going to need, I hear 6,000 to 10,000, something like that, dollars. And I don't, obviously I don't know what's going on with the convention this summer due to COVID-19, so we'll see how that even all plays out. But so if Bernie is able to pull it off, focus your efforts on, okay, who are the delegates we can trust, and how do we support them and give them the resources that they need to do it right. Let's see, and if Bernie loses, he's not going to run in. He's not going to run in the party. I don't believe that. You could argue about whether he should or not. I would love to see that, obviously, personally, but I'm not expecting it. I don't think it's going to happen. So, what I would do is don't write in Bernie. Don't write in Bernie. That is a wasted vote, in my personal opinion. You can vote however you want. That's really how you feel to vote for it. But just what I'm saying is strategically, writing in is not what you want to do unless someone is running a dedicated write-in campaign. And that is, from the campaign side, they're saying we are running write-in. We're submitting our paperwork to the elections office to run as a write-in, and that's not going to be the case here. Bernie's not going to do that. And so when you write in, the vote's just not going to get counted. So what you need to do is support a third-party candidate, like Green Party, like Party for Socialism and Liberation, who's Gloria Lariva as their presidential candidate, and they're running Leonard Peltier as their vice presidential candidate. He's a political prisoner who has spent decades imprisoned and tortured, isolation, and as a political prisoner of the United States. And so kudos to Gloria Lariva for offering him a vice presidential ticket, even just to spread the word about his case and remind people that is still ongoing. and he could use your support in that case. So that is an option I've been considering. I voted Green Party for president in general elections in the past with the idea that what we want is we want to get over 5% to get out of minor party status, get major party status, and be able to have that privilege of major party status in future elections. So Green Party is a strong consideration, and there are a lot of people that are going to work on creating a new party. There's this Progressive People's Party that wants to convention in Milwaukee, along with the DNC convention on creating a new party. There are other groups as well, obviously the Green Party and others. So what may need to happen is a coalition between all these different groups. DSA is not an electoral party, and they are just a political organization. But they could be part of a coalition to get all these groups together into an actual political party that could get over that 5% threshold, get major status, and start building a campaign for next time. Because that's really what it's about, is is building for next time. So let's see. Of course, you can always. I didn't even mention getting involved with the Democratic Party, but that is an option as well. There is real work that you can do getting involved in your local Democratic Party, especially if your precinct does not have a PCO. Go to myvote.wa.gov or your state's website if you're in another state, where you can check your voter registration status and your ballot status. You can also check your elected officials, and you can see if you have a PCO or not. If you don't, then contact your local Democratic Party. Go to their webpage, look at the PCO process or person to contact about that, and sign up. There are really good people doing this right now, and if and they just need a majority, or a lot of times a supermajority, to do really impactful things. I think it was 2018 where the Thurston County Democrats was able to withhold their endorsement from Congressman Denny Heck for being anti-progressive, basically, and impediment to progress. And so we had the majority because of the Bernie campaign. Had a lot of us, including me, sign up to be as PCO from 2016 to 2018, and so we were able to win some good votes, especially on platform and things like that. But it's a struggle. And right now the establishment folks have kind of taken back over the local party, a lot of the positions. Victor Ares was just joking on his Facebook. He's the Democratic Party chair for our county, Thurston County. He was just joking on his Facebook last week about how Joe Biden should have Barack Obama as his vice president, and they could find a way to make it constitutional through some loophole. I mean, look, these are not progressive allies, and so that is a legitimate avenue for volunteering and involvement. So local candidates is obviously the next piece, and Joshua Collins is running a huge impact campaign to replace Denny Heck, who we were just talking about. Joshua Collins is amazing. I endorse him, and I just want to encourage everyone to run for something. There's so many offices, from school board to county clerk to all of these positions please consider doing that if you can. Rory Summerson is a Bernie supporter who's running for county commissioner. There are others. You can also support good candidates who aren't in your district. Jason Cole, Rebecca Pearson, and Chris Armitage. Those are some others in Washington State that are running. There are some people who have just recently announced for our Legislative District 22 seat that Beth Dolio holds, but now Beth Dolio is running for Denny Heck's seat against Joshua Collins and others. We'll see about that. But I personally am 100% behind Joshua Collins, and anybody who looks into their records can see he is absolutely what we need, shifting the entire Overton window of the political dialogue way to the left. We need more of that. So I encourage you to check out Joshua Collins, Joshua2020.com. He needs our support. He was just posting that donations have dipped right now because I think people are focused on obviously preparing for pandemic-related, supplies, and so it's tough right now. So, but if you can, and it's not a burden, then please do donate to Joshua Collins for Congress to help cover for a lot of us who can't. So let's see. And the Olympia DSA has done a lot of great work canvassing for Bernie, and a lot of other great work as well. And so, and moving forward, Olympia DSA, or local DSA, if you are somewhere else, national DSA, that's a great group to get involved with. But again, that's not a sorry for the glare on the glasses. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, they're not an electoral party, so basically that is a way to get involved. But you want to get involved in a group like that, and Our Revolution is another option. But you also want to get involved in a political party, in my opinion. So the Green Party has been active. I used to be in the Green Party years ago and volunteering for them and stuff. And I love the Green Party. Their platform is always ahead of its time. Low Green New Deal, right? But and especially in foreign policy as well is a big one for me. But it just doesn't seem like that's going to be the party that gets the numbers and gets a big influx of new people. I don't see it. So I would love to be wrong about that, believe me, but I think we need to look at other options that may involve, like I said earlier, a coalition where you can include the Green Party folks and some of these other groups and build something big enough to be impactful. So Socialist Alternative, up in Seattle, and now there's chapters in a bunch of different areas. You should check their webpage and get more information about that, see if there's one in your area. But I have heard rumors that Socialist Alternative is looking at creating chapters here in Olympia and I don't know what the chapters would be exactly in Olympia, Thurston County, Tacoma, different areas. So great time to look into joining Socialist Alternative. That is a group that is going to be more hands-on. They are going to encourage you to be, putting some work in, volunteering, and so forth. And we need that, and we need to push each other to get out of our comfort zones. Because, just listen to Bernie, not me, us. It's about the political revolution. It's not about him. It's about us. It's about the next generation of leaders and the generation after them, and finding them and supporting them and believing yourself yourself, pushing your friends, pushing your family, and everyone to do just a little bit more than you did before. And so, please consider joining Socialist Alternative and keep an eye out because there are going to be new chapters popping up, and you're gonna wanna be involved because they are going to be doing some big things. And just look at their record in Seattle, for some examples of what kind of fights that could elevate, like rent control. Just yeah, go read up on Socialist Alternative. There's also Puget Sound Socialist Party. There's some other groups as well, and if someone from those groups wants to do a live stream or anything like that with me, then we can look at that, and that could be really interesting to get everyone some more information about other parties, other angles, other ways you can get involved, or groups that you might want to fit into. All right, let's see. Moving on, I do want to talk just a little bit about COVID-19. The update that I have from yesterday puts the official case count at 640 in Washington State with 40 deaths. The governor's team is estimating 1,000 to 2,000 cases are likely, possibly more, and that was as of a few days ago, not yesterday. So I don't know, 1,500 to 2,500 as a conservative estimate in Washington State right now, and probably much higher in my opinion. If they were able to do mass testing, they would be able to that number would be a lot higher if we had the World Health Organization tests that have been blocked. So, one moment. Sorry, I should probably mute my mic for that. My apologies. Okay, I'm a newbie here. I'm learning. We will mute the mic for water drinking. All right. Let's see. So, the governor also estimated that because the numbers double every 6 to 8 days, I think it was 6 to 8, roughly a week, the numbers double. And so, if you do the math, we could be seeing 250,000 cases in our state by mid-May if drastic measures aren't taken to slow that. Which is terrifying, obviously. And we really need to do everything we can. From what I'm reading from reports from other countries that are further along in the pandemic, overreacting is what you need to do. Take it extremely seriously. Stay home. Stay the F home if you at all can. And I know some people still have to work, and some people, you need to do what you need to do to survive. But social gatherings, going to the bar, hanging out with your friends, your kid's birthday party, these things need to be canceled. It's too important. Cancel all of it. Stay home. Seriously. Soap is effective. So, even if you don't have hand sanitizer and the stores are out now, soap is effective. You just keep it as clean, keep everything as clean as possible with soap and water and proper hand washing and all that. So, if you do need help, like say you're immunocompromised, and you really need some, whatever supplies or anything that you need, my advice is don't go to the store. Reach out for help. And there is groups working on organizing that. One is called Olympia Mutual Aid Collective on Facebook. So look that one up or message me or comment, and I will connect you to that. And because people are trying to help each other and you need to be extremely careful. And so if you need the help, please ask for the help, even if you don't normally feel like you would want to ask for that help. Take that extra step, ask for help, um, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, self-isolate as much as possible. So, to find information for Washington State, you want to go to doh.wa.gov/emergencies/coronavirus. And there is also a COVID-19 People's Policy Resolution. So let's take a look at that. That was organized by City Councilor Renata Rollins and Partners in Prevention Education, or PIPE, and a number of other community folks. Let's see, Ty Brown from Washington Community Action Network, Mark J. Johnson from First United Methodist Church of Olympia, Peter Bomer, Evergreen State College faculty, Charlie Messenger, Executive Director of PIPE, Robert Bruce from Just Housing, Ty Gandel, Vinyasa Krum, Olympia, and so on. Joshua Collins, I see, has now signed on to this as well. Meta Hogan, former candidate, and a whole bunch of other folks. So that is called Thurston County COVID-19 People's Policy Resolution. And this, included in that, step one, right to place, shelter in place. We're talking about emergency moratoriums on mortgage and rental payments, foreclosures, evictions, tenancy terminations, and late fees. We're talking both residential and commercial. And because it's just worth it to do everything we possibly can to increase stability and the ability of folks to self-isolate in a way that's healthy. We need, it's disgusting to me. St. Peter's has decided to close their community care center. I've heard Salvation Army is closing. What are people supposed to do? There's already not enough space. There's already not enough camps, enough services, enough warming centers, supplies, people, and places are closing because of COVID-19. And so we need to push our government to extraordinary measures. And I know they're stubborn, and I know they don't want to do it. They never do. But we're talking bigger measures than usual. We need to do everything that is in our power to save lives. So that is all. There's more information about the specific details of how we are going to push the city to do that as part of this People's Policy Resolution. Take a look, read through that. There's a ton of details in here that are really important. Protecting jail inmates, emergency income support, health and well-being, and so on. So take a look at that. You can go to Renata Rollins' Facebook page. It's on mine. It's on my Twitter. If it's not on my PoliticOly Twitter, I'll share it on there as well. It's on my personal Twitter, which is Holy Stewart, Stuart. So if you can help others get involved through the Olympia Mutual Aid Collective, like if you are someone who is not immunocompromised, you have a reliable vehicle and can help people out doing supply runs or anything like that, please offer. I have heard that Puget Sound Energy is pausing utility shutoffs due to COVID-19. That is a good step. I mean, better than nothing. So, let's see. If you want to donate somewhere, like if you can't physically help but you want to contribute locally, PIPE is a great organization, Partners in Prevention Education. They're doing a ton of stuff. Sidewalk, because the Providence Community Care Center is closing. Sidewalk is one of the organizations that is figuring out what to do in its place, and also providing services. Um, Unemployment insurance has been expanded under emergency powers. So if even if you don't think that you qualify for unemployment, check the unemployment security department, because you might, because a lot of the rules are different. If your hours are reduced, if you are in a job where normally you wouldn't get unemployment insurance for a drop in hours or a layoff or something like that, you might be qualified for it now. And so check that out. We need blood donors. Go to Bloodworks Northwest and see about being a blood donor if you can right now, if that is, until if they don't have to shut that down. But if you can, if you're healthy, and you can do that, please consider that. There's going to be a critical blood shortage, and we need that. So if you can, consider that. All the schools are providing bag lunches to all children up to age 18, and that is actually, you don't need to be a kid at that school. You don't need to be, anything like that. They don't check. You don't have to go into the school. From what I've heard, they are handing those bags out to people in the cars as they drive through. So if you have kids and you can swing by the elementary schools. So anyway, that's basically what I wanted to talk about today, because I just wanted to test this video and see if this worked. And so I'm gonna see about the video quality. I'm gonna see about the streaming and the platforms and chat, and see if I get some questions to answer or anything like that next time. Anyway, thanks for your time, and I am going to be going next Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, so send me some questions. You can find me on Twitter at PoliticOly, and you can find me on YouTube as well. Leave a comment or email PoliticOly@gmail.com, PoliticOly@gmail.com. Thanks, and love and solidarity.